Hi, Leo. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your April 2025 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a cult cross spread as always, and also pulled the 4 agreements and wisdom oracle card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. All right, we have Pluto. Pluto is actually in Aquarius, which is your 7th house of relationships and partnerships and contracts. So you could see some shifts in that area of life. We have 4. So 4th house energy for you guys is Scorpio. Astrologically speaking, it's a little bit quiet there now. Of course, when we get into May, there will be a full moon in Scorpio. But 4th house in general points to home, roots, family. And we have Virgo. So Virgo is actually your 2nd house of possession, self-worth, and finances. And it's a little quiet there now. I mean, we do have the South Node there. We did have the full moon eclipse there recently. So obviously you could still be feeling some residual effects of that as we move into April. But yeah, that's what I see with that. We'll keep that in mind as we go through the main spread. All right. In the main situation position, we have the Ace of Swords, and challenging that, we have the Ace of Cups. So, seeing these two things here, what I'm seeing here could just be saying that for some of you, maybe you got this idea around something that you wanted to do, but the challenge could have been maybe you lacked a little bit of faith that it could actually happen. So this could have been an idea you had. It seemed like it might have really pulled you in right away, but then immediately you might have had those doubts like, okay, yeah, that does sound like a good idea, but could I actually make that happen? I'm not so sure. In the foundation position, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So for some of you, it could have been around some creative way to tackle finances. So for example, maybe if you were feeling really bogged down when it came to your career sector, maybe you're having some doubts as to, oh, can I get out of this, right? So, if you just think about the rising cost of things in most areas of the world right now, right, where it's just one of those things where you might be making the same amount of money that you've been making all along, but now with the cost of everything going up, it feels like you're falling behind, right? So there could be a part of you that was struggling with how to deal with those changes, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be financial in general, but given that we see the pentacles there, and this is your 10th house of career represented with that card, that was one example that came to mind. All right, in the past position, we have the 6 of Swords. So this is Aquarius energy here. And if you notice, they're dressed very similarly to the card and the person in the 7 of Pentacles. So could just be saying that this might have been something that you've thought about in the past as well, right? So maybe these thoughts keep coming to your head, and so it could just be one of those things where it might almost become a bit of an annoyance to you because you're like, okay, yes, I keep getting these thoughts, but again, like I said, I feel like there's a lack of faith on your part that it could actually become reality. All right, in the present position, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So if nothing else, this is the 3rd ace we see, right? But now, given that this is in pentacle form, this could just be saying that maybe now you will start to see a way where it could actually practically play out, right? So again, like I said, maybe you went through those doubts for a while, and now something might come your way as far as new information that might make you think, okay, maybe this isn't as unrealistic as I might have thought at one point. In the near future position, we have the Knight of Cups. So Pisces energy here, but yeah, for some of you, this could just be pointing to now you might have that renewed confidence, right? Like, okay, for a while I was starting to doubt, could this actually become reality? But now, again, like I said, it looks like there might be some new information coming your way that might actually reinvigorate you and think, okay, yeah, maybe I can make this happen. In the position of your influence in the situation, we have the 9 of Cups. So yeah, this is a Pisces energy here as well. And I mean, at the time I'm recording this, we're still wrapping up Pisces season. So it could even just be saying that as we've been moving through Pisces season, this might have been the energy that you started to feel, right? Where, again, like I said, maybe you're getting that renewed faith that the situation could play out, whereas before you might have lacked that faith. And part of this as well could also be pointing to the fact that you guys had Mars retrograde in your 12th house for a long time. It's still in your 12th house, but finally, when we get around the middle of the month of April, it's actually going to move back into your sign. So that could give you that spark again, too, where those 12th house energies, you might get a lot of ideas, but feel like you can't necessarily execute on them. In the environment position, we have the Lovers. So this is Gemini energy here. Now, for some of you, given that we do see the Knight of Cups moving right toward it as well, for some of you, this can be around a romantic situation. Given what I was seeing here, it seemed more financially related initially, but I mean, there are some cards here that could definitely point to it also being more of a love-related thing for some of you, or at the very least, a creative project of some kind that you're hoping to undertake. But yeah, looks like you do want to partner up in some way with someone, and maybe that was the missing piece for you guys, right? Maybe you had this great idea, but you started to doubt, oh, could I actually make that happen? And maybe that missing piece of information you had is, oh, wait, maybe I could partner up with someone, and then we could get it off the ground. In the hopes or fears position, we have the King of Pentacles, so Taurus energy here, just like we see in a foundation, right? So yeah, this could just be saying that ultimately what you're hoping for is to feel comfortable, feel secure, right? So obviously, again, that could play out financially, emotionally, you name it. And in the outcome position, we have Judgment. So yeah, so this could just ultimately be saying that this was something from your past, right? That again, maybe for whatever reason you couldn't get it off the ground in the past, but now it seems like the timing is actually going to be better for that. And I mean, given that this is an outcome card for the month of April, it could just be as simple as saying that as we're moving through all these retrogrades right now, and the eclipse season could just be saying that, yeah, maybe now the time isn't ideal, but as we start to move through April and those energies start to clear, then you feel like you have more of a green light. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So yeah, so this could definitely point to reconnecting with something or someone from your past and getting things back on track, right? So again, like I said, if for some of you, I feel like this was just something that never really actually played out in reality. So for some of you, this is more of reconnecting with an idea that maybe you had quite some time ago, but you talked yourself out of it, and now you just feel like, you know what, now I actually think it can happen. Okay, from the Four Agreements deck, we have Don't Take Anything Personally, and it says, Your truth is personal to you. Alright, it says, Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It is no one's truth but yours. So yeah, for some of you, at the very least, if this was a situation where you might have, like I said, had that self-doubt, right, or maybe even people in your environment might have had you second-guessing it, could just be saying that ultimately you have to really think deeply and figure out, all right, is this really what's best for me or not? And like I said, for some of you, it looks like some new information is going to come along that's going to give you renewed confidence in the situation. All right, from the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have Treasure Island. There's the artwork, and the number is 9. So, see what this has to say. You know, I do have to say, given that this says Treasure Island and we see the pentacles at the bottom, and I mentioned that for some of you, maybe this is a thing where you feel like you're falling behind financially. Here we see the Ace of Pentacles, and I was mentioning maybe a partnership of some kind. Maybe that was what was at play there, right? Maybe there was something that you had a great idea for, but you couldn't necessarily execute on it financially. So maybe this is saying financially you might receive some backing this month as well. So obviously that won't be the case for all of you, but that's another thing that came to mind there. All right, so as far as what it says for the card, essential meanings, it says the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition, the result of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. The Oracle's message: you've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase where all the long, hard work navigating your journey is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. So yeah, definitely a positive message there, and that message makes me think of the artwork from the Six of Cups as well. The relationship message says your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. So yeah, definitely a positive message there. And for some of you that could even be pointing to maybe this is more of a reconciliation. So hopefully that resonated. The prosperity message says at this time you can be confident that success is yours. Your ideas are all hitting the mark, and you're in a true manifestation period when you will see evidence of the seeds of prosperity you planted in the past. The appearance of this card in a reading indicates that your signs of prosperity in the world of your signs of prosperity in the world of form. This is a very auspicious and fortunate time for business. Creative projects will flourish as inspiration strikes. Share your wealth with others too. Generosity and gratitude shall lead you now. So yeah, definitely a positive message there as well. Yeah, like I said, it definitely seems like there was something that had you doubting an idea that came to you in the past where you're like, oh, maybe this isn't the most practical thing. Again, it seems like something comes along as far as information that reinvigorates you and makes you say, okay, maybe this can actually happen. And like I said, it looks like we see some evidence that it could play out for you guys as we move through the month. So hope whatever resonates with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and we'll see you all next month. All right, bye.